Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Me and Tim talking for 10 minutes. I'm like, man, not one comment in the chat.
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy.
He's like, I'm like, not a viewer? He's like, did you go live? I'm like, I hit the go live.
Did you press the go live button? Did you press the go live button? I don't think you did. Anyway.
I'm like, what is happening here? What is going on? Please, somebody answer me. What happened? Oh my goodness. You know what? Like, subscribe, ring the bell. It's on Twitter. I mean, why not? Watch. I'm so after something like that, I don't even know what the heck to do. Whatever. Oh my goodness. Let's just get right into it. I'm gonna get into it real fast because I just did it for 11 minutes. Baseball. 0-2. I thought the Angels won when I went to bed. I woke up to a loser. Loser in the video. So 201 and 199. We go 0-2 in the video, plus 2950. I go 0-4 all my plays, all my run lines. Cleveland, Angels, Milwaukee. San Fran lets me down again. But I'm back on 2 of the 3 here. So there's that. Cleveland run line again. Giants, hopefully Rodon's on the hill. And the Diamondbacks with our guy Gallen. Baseball on the season, 194, 145 totals, 66-34 to faves. Overall, 503 wins, 494 losses, plus 2583. Or, depending on if you push instead of winning, or if you lose instead of pushing, you are 496 and 503. Big difference. Plus 929 and plus 2500. Shop around. I say this all the time. Baseball total is one thing, but now NFL, college, and soon to be hoops coming up, NBA and college. You got half points. You got half points. It adds up. It's $1,600 in a baseball season. Now you're going to compound that between NFL, college football, college hoops, NBA. I know those kind of numbers. You're talking, $7,000, $8,000 on $100 a pop, folks. So, it is what it is. Still a nice baseball season. I'm not going to complain. We're winning. We'll take it there. NFL, another winner. Niners here in the video. 10-10 gets us even. I wish I could do better in the video. I'm sorry. We're 10-10 in the video, and most of those are all premium plays. And my premium plays high 64%, 65%, 32-18. Good season there. Niners under 47.5. That's what I had it at. I'm sure some of you had it at 43. Midday money, folks. 7 days a week. I tell you, bet early. Forget about look ahead lines on a Sunday night that we do, and we come in. I say take this, 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 and this, and the lines go all out of whack. You'll learn to get down early. Sometimes it helps. Teasers, not good. 1-2 with our NFL teasers. Green Bay, Vikes, and Dallas this week. Now, the Viking one, yes, I Vikings and the Saints, I've been saying this for days now. No bye week coming back from London. I just can't. There's no way I could take the Bears, and I don't mind taking ugly. I don't even want to tease the Bears up to like double digits here. I don't think you could win games if you don't throw the ball more than 4 times a game. That's just me. I don't know. I'm not an NFL offense coordinator, but to me, if you're not going to pass the ball, very difficult to win when you don't want the other. You got to beat the team 3-0 on the road. I say it's tough. So, Vikes there. Dallas. I got Dallas +7 already. I know the line's down. I said this on Look Ahead Lines. Take Dallas today. What are you doing? The defense. Micah and Lawrence will be all over Stats Padford. The Rams' offensive line is not that great. You saw last night. You saw the offensive line last night. Take the guy. Now it's down to 4-ish. And who knows? I'm not saying Dak is playing. I don't think he is. If he does, wonderful. It's maybe an added bonus. But I think Dallas does enough to cover a number here. And then you have the Rams off of a tough game versus the Niners, who own them. Again, Niners, everybody's like, oh, you got to take the Rams here. It's Garoppolo. All that guy does is win games. Tim's heard me just say this because we were just talking about it 10 minutes ago. No one was here. All he does is win. All he does is win games. Gets it to the Super Bowl, the coach blows that. He talks about the coach blowing 2 Super Bowls. Somehow it's Garoppolo's fault. No, it's the coach. Terrible. You want to get rid of Garoppolo, get rid of the head coach. College football, 21-17 in the video. Pretty good, plus 360. On the season, 52 and 43, 55% winners in our pockets. But the teaser, winless in the teaser. Again, teasers and parlays. I'm not good at the teasers here. What am I gonna say? I don't, I'm not betting. I tell you if I'm gonna bet these things. These are what I like. Doesn't mean I'm gonna bet them. I mean, straight up is one thing. I'm just, I got to get them on track. I try. I know people like them. That's why I throw them out here. Sidewise, we're looking good. Sidewise in the teasers, I think we've gone 2-1 in all the teasers. So that's good. Their teams are covering and not even doesn't make a difference with the teaser. But TCU, Texas, Detroit in the teasers. That's that. We're 34 days away from college basketball. And we did a nice 235-207 in a video last year on the season. I think we're like 550 and 500 losses, something along those lines. A lot of games, yes. We started out wonderful. November, December, red hot. Bumpy January, winning February. Conference tournaments good to us. So, again, looking for a nice college basketball season right around the corner. But let's get to the comments again for the second time. Mike, good morning. We talked about the Giants. You weren't here, though. We were talking about it. I said I bet Radone. You didn't answer. This is where we figured out nobody was in the chat after 11 minutes. Yeah. That game at 0-0, I'm thinking to myself, I got a chance here. Maybe the Giants pull it out 2-1. Maybe it's something. Yeah. 11 runs. 7-0 in the 8th, or bottom 8, and then they score 4 at the top of the 9th. Unbelievable. Don't think Judge is going to get there. Too much pressure. I don't even know, Tim. Were we talking on air or off air or before when we thought I was on air? We're talking about Judge.
Before.
And I'm like, how do you not leave Sevy in for a no-no? And Tim brought up a good spot, and I understand. Yanks can't afford to lose pitching. I get it. But you got no problem running Judge out there every day under the pressure. The guy's slumping. Cost him a triple crown. Let the guy get some history. Judge could get history. Severino can't. I know. Makes 0 sense to me. I mean, he needs one. I mean, it's Texas. He should get one. It's a doubleheader today. Speaking of, people are going to be all talking about today's baseball. And again, this is what I got. I got Cleveland, San Fran, and Arizona. They're in the chat. That's what I bet. That's what's on the sites. I did not put a package up for the 3-pack that I usually do for baseball because I think baseball right now, it's hit or miss. Again, I went 0-4 yesterday. I do have Thursday night NFL and London football and triple plays on Sunday. But looking at this card today, I told Tim before the show, I said, I want to take Texas in both games of doubleheader. I want to take the Nationals in both games of doubleheader. I want to take Miami. I want to take the Rockies. I want to go everywhere where you don't want to be today. Give me some Brubaker. Give me some Erod in Detroit. I mean, I take every single dog for the next 2 days, maybe. But I can't. Am I doing that? No. Am I doing that? No, I'm not doing that. I don't think you should. I don't think you should either. Well, I take the Astros back, but getting killed, fading them off clinching. Here's a spot with Verlander here. He's going to come pitch 5, right? They want to get him some innings. They got a bye week, so he's going to kind of come in and do his thing. Phillies off a clinch. I get it. But how about an Astro under here? Astros are going to pull guys, 4th, 5th inning. They'll send a couple guys in there, get some hacks the last 2 days. I mean, Miz wants to do a run line. What's the run line here on him? Is it a heavy run line? Is it like 140? What is it? I mean, I don't mind doing the Orioles. You're home. You want to kind of wrap up a nice.
He wants Orioles or he wants Astros?
No, he's got Orioles, I guess, money line. It says he's got Verlander run line.
That's my because sorry, they're not playing each other. Never mind. Astros run line is plus 110.
I mean, you get plus money with a.
And then Baltimore is a slight favorite.
I mean, I don't mind taking Baltimore because you're home. You want to go out for the fans at home. I get it. Toronto's in.
Yeah, well, not only are they in, they got the number 1 wild card spot clinched up. So they're not going up or down. So why not? And not to mention, I feel like Toronto's giving up at this point because they're throwing Mitch White on the mound. So
yeah, although they lost yesterday, didn't they lose yesterday, Orioles?
Orioles did. Yeah, 5-1, but it was rain out in like the 7th inning or whatever.
That's right. Yeah.
8th inning, whatever it
I
was.
might, you know what? I might come in on the Orioles myself today.
I got the over. I figured that Mitch White kind of gets smacked around. And then I believe Baltimore's got Bauman on the mound.
Yeah.
This one's going to be an ugly, high-scoring game. I got the over.
The Verlander plus 110, I don't think you can really go wrong with, because Philly
clinched, but they
really can't move
for the 5 spot.
I mean, how are they moving?
In order for them to get past Padres, they have to be 1 game better. So either they go 2-0 and Padres go 1-1, or they go 1-1 and 0-2 for the Padres.
I don't think they're worried about it. I think they just want to get in.
Yeah, exactly. So
Richie
that's
P.
why,
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Richie P hitting a like bone. What's up? Got to fish my washer after work. Wife was like, the washer's leaking all over the place. So I was watching the Niners game. Well, what? I was watching a little Wall Street last night. That's why I rocked out the Gordon Gekko shirt tonight. And then me and my son watched the Walking Dead series premiere. We watched it. So, why am I going to watch the Niners? I said it's going to be Niners in the under. Never in doubt. Wasn't worried about it one bit. Winner. Do Padres want to play St. Louis or the Mets? I don't think it makes a difference. They're kind of just happy to be there. They kind of slumped, so they're not. Obviously, I think teams want to play St. Louis, right? You're kind of like, I was St. Louis. But you really want to go face St. Louis like that club? I mean, as much as they're like, I think the least of all of them, that's, I don't know, man. Didn't they win as a wild card with like 84 wins one year? Like, that's just not I get it. I understand. I don't want to face Scherzer underground, but on the same thing, it's kind of like,
you either go to Busch and play St. Louis, or you go to Citi Field and play the Mets. Either way, it's a tough matchup.
Yeah.
No. I feel like Padres. I feel like they would want to go St. Louis just because. And the only thing I would feel with that one is just looking at it. St. Louis is a little bit less of a time switch for them, and I feel like with 2 teams that a lot of people are going to call pretty even, I feel like it'd be better if they were maybe in Central Time rather than Eastern, because San Diego really doesn't play good on the East Coast. Kind of look at that angle, but either way, I think that these are 2 teams that are neck and neck with each other right now. It's do you want to face top tier pitching, or do you want to face a really solid lineup?
Exactly.
And I feel with the Padres, I feel like they would rather go bat to bat with St. Louis rather than trying to hit off of DeGrom and Scherzer.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
No, I agree. I mean, listen.
If I'm a Padres fan, I want to drop to that 6th seed. Hey, Phillies, you guys go take the Mets. Have fun.
Yeah, I want to play St. Louis. I think your pitching's better than St. Louis. And I like their pitching. I think Musgrove and Snell's come around a little bit. I mean, it's not 100%. Like they haven't,
they're just not to the tier that DeGrom, Scherzer, and Bassett are. I know they just got hammered in Atlanta. I don't care.
No, DeGrom and Scherzer are in a different level. But
obviously. That could just be being a biased Mets fan.
No, they're 2 good guys. I don't know. Listen, I mean, I'm fair. I tease about the Mets, but I give them those guys a props. On the same token, Darvish, Snell, and Musgrove. I'll take those 3 in St. Louis. Yeah,
Darvish always pushes good against the Mets.
And the Mets. Let's be honest. We've seen the Mets struggle against decent pitch. As good as those 2 guys are for you, that's fine. But you're in dogfights against a guy who's not as good, but they're still kind of elite pitchers. I
don't know. Mets seem to do well against elite pitching. But if you're a AAA guy that comes out of nowhere, you're going to throw 7 shutout innings against the Mets. That's just how it is. No, the Mets will hit against Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler, and they'll hit against some good pitching. Oh, but if you're a AAA guy with a 7 ERA in the minors, you're going to throw a good game against the Mets.
Wonder how they do against Espino today.
Plenty of times this year. God, that's always frustrating.
Cooper Rush plus 6. If you want to take a shot money line, I get it. Listen, for me, the Rams, you got your Super Bowl, you're top heavy. I don't know. I'm not sold on the Rams this year. Niners here. Well, we had the Niners, baby. Can't wait for college hoops. Let's look at the best returning players, income freshman. The big transfer was Terrence Shannon going to Illinois to Tech. I didn't even look. I mean, I don't even know who left, who didn't. I'll get my big book next month. Start going through stuff. Obviously, what I look at is returning starters, same kind of system, stuff like that. You know, how much scoring's back. Sylvester's in the house. Good afternoon, Ray Reddington. Hello, my friend. NHL 3-0. Hammered the Niners. I told you. Should add that under, too. Yeah, baseball stuff, yes. I took a donut. I went 0-4 yesterday in baseball. Yeah, college basketball right around the corner. Well, let's see how the teasers go. The good news is the teaser will go 2-1, but you still lose money. So the teasers have not been good. Eric's coming in. Indy on Thursday night. The Patriots over who are they playing? The Lions, okay. The Saints at home over Seattle. Bills over Pickett. And I was saying it. Here we go. Here comes the Kenny Pickett show. We went through the schedule. Now, people are going to say, oh, he only threw 3 picks. I know he threw the picks. What was it? Hail Mary, a tip pass. That's fine. I mean, tip passes, I hate when quarterbacks get the old INT on a tip. You know, it was in the guy's hands. You know, it is what it is, though. I just think now he's there for the season. And we went through the schedule. I mean, I'll bring it up again. If I'm a Pittsburgh fan and they're all clamoring for this guy, when's the last time we've seen like rookie quarterbacks really come in and go 13-3 and stuff? I don't see it with this guy. I don't. You have a bad offensive line, number one. You know, and here we go. You're in Buffalo, home versus Tampa. Now Tampa's defense had been pretty good, except when Patrick Mahomes. So if you're telling me Kenny Pickett's Patrick Mahomes, maybe they got a shot here. Me, I don't think he's Patrick Mahomes. That's probably a loss. At Miami can play defense. They play defense. All right. Again, rookie quarterback on the road against a team that plays good defense. Bridgewater, I like Bridgewater as a dog kind of guy, but against a rookie quarterback on the road, Miami. Then he goes to play Philadelphia. How's that Philly defense doing? They spot teams 14-point leads and then score 30 unanswered. So, yeah. So now he's 0-4 out of the gate. Well, you got the Jet game. So he's 0-4.5. So he's 0-5. Home versus Saints. Can you beat Dalton or Winston, who's ever here? Maybe that's a win. Joe Burrow comes to town. Now you're 1-6. At the Colts, who I don't want to say he's going to win on the road, you know, but who knows where the Colts are at that time. Maybe Taylor's healthy. Maybe Ryan is throwing Pittman or whoever. I don't think that's an easy game. At Atlanta, maybe they win at Atlanta. Or who knows? Maybe Mariota and this team can just put up points and the Steelers can't put up points or he makes mistakes. Home versus Baltimore, loser. At Carolina, I'll give him a win at Carolina. Home versus Vegas, I'll give him a home there because it's Christmas Eve and it's Vegas coming into the cold. So, yes. At Baltimore, loser. Home versus Cleveland. Who knows what you're getting out of that game? Won't Watson be back for that game? What is this, a 3-win team with him under center right now? They got 3 wins. That's my Steeler rant. I don't know, Steeler fans. You throw the guy to the don't get down on him. Don't get down on him. Falcons were getting 8.5 from Tampa. Texans a touchdown from the Jags. The Rams, I'm already against you on the Rams. I got Dallas and a touchdown there. Markel, what's up? Cold here in Baltimore, wind blowing in. A lot of rain could be postponed. Yeah. Good to know. A couple other teams I'll add some teasers. BYU, Maryland, UCLA, and Memphis. All right. UCF tomorrow night, laying 3 to the SMU. Kind of looks a little low. I kind of want to take the SMU there. I don't know. Atlanta with Odorizzi could lose again. Maybe. Zach Gallen's on the hill today. The books, just go online and look for some college basketball stuff. I mean, Blue Ribbon's excellent, you know. Can't believe the Giants lost. Yeah, I mean, what are you doing losing to the Padres? 7 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Brutal. Yeah, let's see. Now we're going. We got a lot of baseball today, Mike. But again, you got double headers. De La Cruz hit homer for the Rizzi, huh? Plus a nickel.
Can I just say it's good to see De La Cruz hit against somebody other than the Mets because he absolutely torched us last week. Like
I
was
like De La Cruz.
I like
De La Cruz baseball cards.
It feels, I had the feeling, I had a bad feeling that when coming into it, I'm like, wow, he went and did all that stuff against the Mets. Watch him go 0 for 12 against the Braves. Nope, he's doing fine. Fantastic. Thank you, De La Cruz. Keep it going. We appreciate it. Yes, plus a nickel. Let's
a doggy college football. So all right. So we could do you want to do a Big 12 doggy? You want Oklahoma and the 13, Kansas and 13? I get it. Want to take Texas Tech and 15?
I'm already on Kansas. I kind of lean Texas for that, the rival rivalry. But I jumped on the over when it was 65, and it's already 66.
It was 4. Texas opened at 4, and I'm like, what is going on here? Like, why were they fave? And I guess because the quarterback situation there at Oklahoma, that kid's going to play. But 7.5 now? I can't. I want to take Oklahoma because even when Oklahoma was like 30-point favorites when they were these games are always touchdown games, like back and forth kind of games.
And can we just take into effect? I think Oklahoma sucks. Legit, I don't think they're a good team. They go and they beat UTEP, Kent State, and Nebraska. Good for you. They lose to Kansas State and then get absolutely lit up by 31 to TCU.
Yeah,
I don't think this team is good. A lot of people, this team can make the playoff. No, this team is not good. They beat some bad teams.
I mean, the Texas is just getting respect because they lost a close one. Again, they should have beat Alabama. They
should have beat Alabama, and then they go and lose to Tech?
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. Really? Yeah, that was my biggest question mark with Texas was they got ranked after
Losing.
they lost to Alabama. I'm like, what are we doing here? Do we really think they deserve to be ranked?
Well, that's all because they gotta get all those schools like that because they'll put 9 SEC teams at top 25. But when something like that happens, it wasn't like a close loss or a close win at Arkansas where it's at Texas, so Texas is good. We got to put them in there so it looks better on the schedule there. A tough road win.
And then Texas goes and loses to Texas Tech, and it's like, well, I guess that win wasn't so good after all. All I know is that I'm excited to see the Cuse in the top 25 this week.
My under 4 ticket's not looking good on Cuse.
It's already dead. They're 5-0. Did you see real quick with Cuse? Did you see the Cuse Wagner game? What they did? It was 49-0 at halftime.
And they play 10-minute quarters. You don't get paid.
They play 10-minute quarters. You know who's probably the most pissed off about that?
People who bet on Syracuse.
No, the people who bet on the over 63. It
finished
59-0.
Yeah.
No, Syracuse covered the spread.
No, it doesn't count. You got to play 58 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. That's a no bet.
I did not know that.
Wisconsin football got to play 58 minutes because this was a couple years ago. Wisconsin was playing in Nevada or UNLV, and it was like 48-0, whatever the score was, and they did that, and the game, it was like a lightning storm. They canceled it with like 3.5 minutes ago, and no payment. Sorry, everybody, you don't get paid. Didn't go 58. Or whatever it is, 60-minute. Yeah, 60 minutes.
That is new.
I'm sure it's 58 minutes. Yeah.
I did not know that, but Syracuse is in the top 25.
Now, listen, now you got these books like, we're giving out, Tua is hurt, we're going to give refunds because, like this, these books give out refunds on, obviously, I don't know why. I thought they want to make money, but who knows? Maybe they paid out, say, who cares what the rules are? We're going to make our own rules because, people do that.
And guess what? Who did that, FanDuel?
I don't know. I'm sure.
Well, whoever it was, all of a sudden through Twitter world, oh my God, they're giving refunds. They're giving refunds. And then everybody goes to their book. Because do you see Circa doing it? Do you see Caesars doing it? MGM? No, none of them are doing that. Oh, but DK and FanDuel are? Oh, we're going right there. See?
Yeah. Well, that's why they don't make any money, though. That's why they have no money made for their investors over the last 5 years, because they just give out ridiculous nonsense. I mean, they're fun to blast because, listen, FanDuel puts up these early lines, and they're terrible. DK, the same thing. They want to beat Circa or Penny or Chris to the table. The lines are a joke. They're so far off. Kansas, listen, they won 14-11 last week.
Yeah, but it was against Iowa State. That's fine. They still won.
You look at this line, and it's like, wow. I understand why to take them because you got TCU off the monster 55-point outburst. But this is the tough part now about betting games, because this line's moved from the opener, and again, I'm looking Sunday afternoon. These lines are coming up. That's when I'm betting college football, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So now, like midweek, you start seeing things moving. It's tougher to decipher. Like normally, I'd be like, I'm going to jump on this because this is big sharp money coming in moving. Now is it? And it's probably not, because obviously, I think that the average bettor isn't betting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of midweek games for Saturday.
That's what we normally do is like Tuesdays.
I mean, the percentages are all over Kansas. The line is still going up. I lean TCU here. Under, yes. Toronto over. Well, Toronto game looks like it's going to be another rain out or a rain shortened game, so don't even get involved. You might not get paid. I'm on Duke again. I like Duke. Yes. I got a -3, I think. Gracious wants to know what a hockey preseason pick is. Do you have one? We know Ray has one.
No, I don't. That's Nick, and not even Nick's betting preseason.
Ray, we need hockey.
Yeah, Raymond, you give us some hockey. Oh wait, hold on. Are the Sabres playing today?
The Jays over. We just got an update from Baltimore. It's rains again there, so I wouldn't go down that route.
Sabres are playing today, but they're -225 favorites, so I guess no.
So here we go with these two games. Like I said, Oklahoma's when they were good with their Heisman quarterbacks running the show, and Texas was bad. Look at these scores. 55-48, Oklahoma -4 last year. Oklahoma's 3 OT game last year, 53-45, 2020. -11, 34-27, -10, 39-27, -7, loser 48-45, -9, 29-24, 11.5, 45-40, 16, outright loser 24-17, 17, 31-26, 14, outright loser 36-20. So I'm going to look to take the points. I don't care how bad Oklahoma is. This is just a take the points in a game that's close to being an overtime match every single time. And take the over. Martinez playing good for K-State. I love the K-State coach. NBA futures. Paul George, Ja, and Luka MVPs. I mean, take the big shots. I think it's Giannis's to lose.
Paul George? I don't even think he's the best guy on their team. I know. The only reason why I would say no to Paul, you got Kawhi who's going to be taking a lot of the action. It's exactly the same reason.
Is he going to play, though? Is he going to play?
He should be back this year.
Should be.
And that's the exact reason I'm not betting Nikola Jokic to win MVP this year at 10-1. Last year, he was the MVP because he had to be. He was 3 different players on that court. This year, he doesn't have to be. Porter's back and Murray's back. He doesn't have to be the MVP that he was.
I think you're throwing money away on Luka because that team's garbage. John might be worth a shot.
Why Luka would get the MVP is,
Why? They're not going anywhere. I mean, what, to be a first-round playoff team? I mean, John's team, I think.
The team's going to suck, but it was the same deal. You could probably get a Russell Westbrook-esque season from when he played in OKC where he got a triple-double every other night. And he would be in the exact same position now as what Jokic was in last year, where he is the offense. He is everything on that team. That team's going to suck. The team's not going to be – they'll be a playoff team, but it's because mediocre teams get into the playoffs in the NBA.
Yeah, no, I do. Out of these two, I
like Ja. I do like Ja.
I like the Tigers today. I like this, really like a lot of the dogs today, right? But
why not go after the Tigers today? Seattle has nothing to play for anymore.
Yeah.
Toronto got the home field advantage, and Seattle doesn't care who they play.
Yep.
Same with the Rays. They don't care.
Yep. Pete, 49ers winning the under. Yes, sir-ree. 2 nice winners for you. No, now bet my buddy was so mad. On what game was that, Eric? Red River Rivalry? Elaine's in the house. If Elaine loses today, Met Sweet pressure's on Atlanta tomorrow. You think? Slight pressure. No, he's out. Dom Adderley says he's not pitching anymore.
Unfortunately, no, he's not. But at the same time, the teams that hit well against Alcantara are teams from the NL East.
Yeah,
so
they face him all the time.
I wish he was available because that would be fantastic to see him tomorrow and possibly help us out. But I don't know. Can't do it.
I bet Arizona today, Brennan. I took the Diamondbacks. I like Gallen. Had the Brewers yesterday, let me down. I haven't looked at any sports today besides soccer, which I bet yesterday on the bus home right now. Get home safely. Syracuse game, I gotcha. Yeah. All right, so he had it. Here you go. He had Syracuse and he didn't get paid.
I was about to say Cuse game. I'm like, they're on a bye. They get Clemson next or NC State next, whoever it is.
Yep, Kawhi's always hurt. Luka dragged the Mavs to the playoffs. Yeah, I'm going to say Johns. But in that, if we're talking out of those two, I would take Morant.
Yeah, there you go.
Keep the dream alive, parlay. Mets game 1, Mets game 2, and the Marlins money line.
Nick, don't make a fool of yourself. I'm optimistic, but even I'm thinking that this is done. We got the first leg out of our 6-leg parlay that we needed, but it's a 6-leg parlay. I'm not holding my breath on that one.
Oh, how did I get muted there?
I think when you coughed, you muted yourself.
Probably.
Yeah.
So Cleveland run line, Arizona, and the Giants today. But I'm telling you, I wanna do the Rangers both games. I want to do the Nats both games. I want to do Detroit. I want to do the Pirates, Miami, Orioles.
Stop it. Get some help.
I know it's terrible. It's terrible. What do we got here? I'm on a Rays money line. Diamondbacks first 5, yes. Corbin Carroll. I like me some Corbin Carroll, yes. The Rays game though, I don't. What do the Rays got going on here? That's a game to me. It would be Red Sox or nothing. I'd look for plus money to wipe up the season. I mean, the Rays. How have the Rays been doing lately? I mean, they've dropped 3 in a row, 5 of 6, 7 of 10. No, thank you. No, thanks. How about an under there? It doesn't look like they're doing anything. What's the total on that game? Boston, Tampa, 7.5. I'll go under. I don't want to bet the Rays. I'm a dog lover. Yes, I am. A lot of rain in New York. See what happens if they're postponed again.
If the Mets game's postponed again, at this point, I would want Atlanta to win just to say that, maybe Mets just start backups and don't care about the last couple of games.
I mean, really,
just so they don't have to use starters. And I'm hoping, if anything, maybe you get a postponement for one of the games today. But
I mean, really, at this, you kind of just want, if the Braves just end it, so if like, you know what, we don't have to play these other games. Who cares? The season's over.
Can they call games? Can they just call games? Be like, all right, these games don't matter anyway. Don't play them.
Yeah, they'll call a game if it's they're not. Teams have not played 162 games before, or whatever the season is now. They have games not made up because of weather.
I'd be all right with that if the division's wrapped up, if it's done completely mathematically done. If not, no, play out the games.
Oh yeah, well that's
mathematically done.
If the Braves win today, it's over. So
yeah, 100%. So, but it's Jake Odorizzi, so
you're alive. Yeah, I do see it. I see a 1, 2.5 out there, but I see a lot of 3s with UCF. I still like SMU. I like the SMU a little bit there.
I like the over. I think you get a high-scoring game. SMU's proven that they could score and they don't play defense. Central Florida's got a good offense. Why not?
No, I go with that 63.5. Yankees run line game 1. Talon and Gray. I don't know. I just want to take Texas both these games.
If you're taking run line, that's actually not a bad option. That's what. It's only plus 160 area.
That's not
bad.
Like
a pick'em game though.
Exactly, it's a pick'em, and everybody's all over the Mets. The Yanks. They're all over the Mets too. But Ray, have a good one today. Smoo and UCF are both top 10 for plays per game. Yeah, they like to push it up tempo, as they say.
Yeah, the highest.
If this was basketball, we'd be talking about their synergy rating.
Yeah, the team that's played the most plays per game is Texas Tech, which makes sense. And then you got Northwestern as number 2.
Really?
Northwestern, Indiana, Ball State, Georgia Southern. Let's see. Wow, actually, that's not the team I expect. The lowest amount of plays per game, Texas A&M.
That makes sense.
And then Iowa.
Yeah, those two guys
am I crazy that I want to take the over in Iowa? It's out of 34.5.
Against Illinois, right?
Yeah. Am I crazy that I want to do that? We took the over between Iowa and Rutgers.
Yeah, I'm going to go over 30. I mean, come on.
35? Are you kidding me?
I want to say Illinois scores 30. I kind of like the Illini.
Yeah, I would lean that way too. I already have most of my plays in for this week coming up, so.
Yeah, I got 3, 6, 9, 10. I got 11 college football bet. It is what I mean. I don't know if I'll add anything. We'll see.
I got 21 lined up just to go over with Nick, and then we'll end up getting like 15 or so on the side or something.
I got a plus 180. Excuse me. Plus 160. I was looking at the other side, plus 175 there for Gray. So plus 160 on the Yankee run line.
Yeah.
For game 1. So, and the second, I don't even have a run line. What is going on here? I got Gray listed in both games here. He's going to be the starter for both games. He's going to come out the 4 innings for each. 2017 Iowa in the overhits.
Exactly. That's the point.
Michigan against Indiana. You want to lay that 22? Who do they got on deck?
I kind of lean Indiana.
I know. Michigan kind of let me down the other day. I was like, come on, Michigan. What are you doing here?
Michigan covered spreads against bad teams. They get they get
Penn State next week? Yeah.
I will. Why not jump on Penn State already? It's a 6.5 next week.
What's this total? Maybe an under in this game.
For the Michigan game? For this week?
Yeah. 29-9 last year.
It's a 58.5.
I go under.
Yeah.
I mean, every one of their games, except for one, would have went under this one. 51-7, 56-10. Well, that's an over. 59 barely got there because I see a 59 out there, so that would have been push. 34-27, 27-14. They have no right. It's not like they're scoring 50 here.
No, they're not. They scored 50 against Colorado State, Hawaii, and Connecticut. They actually start playing real teams 34-27. No,
the problem is Indiana's given up 30 to Western, 33. 30 to Western and 33-30 OT win and 35-22 win over Idaho. So maybe they're going to give up some points here.
That's asking a lot, though. And that's saying that Indiana scores some. Indiana doesn't really score all that much. They got 30 points against Idaho, whatever, and then 33 against Western Kentucky in overtime. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that seems like an under. I might end up adding that one too.
Yeah, I lean under in that one, Greg.
Yeah. So there's just no more freeze anymore. Because it's been a week now. Yeah. That's kind of weird.
Texas game 1. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. If I'm going to do the Rangers, you got to take them both games. If we're not doing the Rangers, you want to go run line Yanks both games for plus money? I mean, it's
take plus money on both. That's the best way to approach it. If you're betting a doubleheader.
It's you get a split and then you're all right.
Yep.
Terry's in the house. Welcome, Terry. Go check out Terry. Let's go wild, right? He's getting wild with Terry and friends.
Yeah, yep. He's probably excited after last night with his Toronto Blue Jays clinching the number 1 wild card spot, home field advantage.
Who do they face?
Either most likely Seattle. That's
All
a tough matchup for him. That's gonna be a really tough matchup. And both of us have been high on Seattle the entire from the beginning of the year. So we'll see. I did not want that matchup. I really wanted to see Seattle drop to the 6 because I honestly think that Toronto has a shot to beat Houston, and Seattle owned the Yankees this year. So we could have possibly seen that matchup in the CS.
Where is the I'm gonna pull up the bracket here.
But with the Rays losing last night, that almost locks it up for them.
Because to me, the Guardians and Tampa, I want to, and the Mariners, those are my 3 favorites, right? I mean, okay, I'm a Yankee fan. Wonderful. Yankees make the World Series. Would I be happy? Yeah, I'm a Yankee fan. But the Guardians with their pitching, I just love them. They're like a gritty kind of team. Like Tampa Bay, you always love to see there because it's Tampa Bay. They should never be there, but yet every year they just turn out guys who pitch well. And the Mariners, that we run these guys last year. We liked their team last year.
Yeah.
We like Gilbert. We like a bunch of their young bats.
Rodriguez has been phenomenal.
He's great. Listen,
when he's healthy.
Cal Raleigh, I mean, he averages in there, but he's got power.
Riley, yeah.
Ty France was golden for us for ribbies to start the year. They got a nice little lineup.
Oh, no, never mind.
Ty France retired. He's 23.
No, sorry. It wasn't Ty France. No.
Ty Domi, you're thinking Ty Domi because Terry's here. You're thinking hockey.
No, it might have been. Was it Kyle Seager that retired after last year?
Oh, yeah, Seager probably.
Okay, so I'm sorry. I messed up those 2. It was Seager that retired.
Yeah, no, Francis is a young guy. And they made the trade for the Reds outfielders, Reds bats.
Winker was phenomenal. Santana was a big pickup.
Yeah.
And Eugenio Suarez has been solid. But he's a home run or bust.
Yeah, but still, you need kind of
when it comes to it, that Seattle team is going to be that Toronto Seattle series is going to be fireworks, and I'll probably have over on every single game.
Yeah,
honestly,
I mean it's tough with Gilbert. I like Gilbert, but
I like Gilbert too. And when it comes to it, sorry Terry, I do think Seattle has the pitching advantage.
Yes,
by far.
Tooch is in the house.
Tooch.
Mariners Rays don't matter. Jays win this series. Look at this guy. Slight bias. Mariners in 3.
I think it's going to be a really good series. I think the winner of that series has a legit shot to beat Houston.
Mariners playing bad teams. They haven't been getting job done. Yeah, well, they played on to the competition, I guess.
They've also not had Julio Rodriguez.
The problem with Seattle, that's the thing, because we've seen them be high and low. So that's the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Jackass. Yeah, Seattle finally.
Seattle and Philly both ending big droughts. So now the longest ones are Detroit, who's been garbage, and then the team with the 2 best players on the planet.
Yeah, the Angels.
The Angels are the longest lasting ones.
Free mind, what's up? Max Domi? I thought it was Ty Domi.
Max Domi. He was a hockey player, right?
Yes, that's why I thought we were talking hockey against Terry's here.
Oh.
Broncos or Colts?
Colts.
Man, I guess got to lean to the Colts there, believe it or not.
Let Russ cook. I heard he makes some nice turnovers.
He says by far.
Yeah, me and Terry will go back and forth because he's going to be all humping over the Padres, so it's fine.
Tooch says hello to Tim.
Good morning, Tooch. How you doing?
Stops you. What we got here? Stros, I'm not interested in. Dodgers, definitely not interested in. Rays, not interested in. No run first inning. Milwaukee, yes. Thank me later.
I'm hoping Philly beats the Astros the last 3 games or the last 2 games. Dodgers aren't playing for anything. They haven't played for anything in a month and a half.
Drop the mic. Cardinals win it all.
I don't know about that.
I like the hot take. Like you're gonna come in and say something.
Hey, if you're gonna throw it out there, That's fine. I don't mind that.
See, for me, I could see like the Rays or Cleveland winning it all. Like that wouldn't shock me. Like they come out of the blue.
No, I wouldn't either. Or Seattle.
Manoah Gausman tripling, 0 chance Mariners have Barfetta. Gausman is not that good. Ross tripling? Manoah's a stud. Ross Stripling?
Manoah's solid. Top 5 for AL Cy Young.
I mean, Castillo's done nothing but be aces since he got over there. Gilbert is good. I mean, I can't do it. I mean, Robbie Ray had success in Toronto. I throw Robbie Ray out there one because he's pitched there before, and maybe he.
Throw him out game 1. Match him up against Manoah.
Yes, Manoah's the best pitcher.
Yeah, 100%.
But you can't put Gausman in there. Have you seen the Gausman splits? That's not a good pitcher when you have splits like that.
Not to mention, and I know me and Terry will end up going back and forth on a group chat over this for the next 6 hours. Seattle's got a better bullpen. So once you get to the bullpen, Seattle has one of the best in the league. It's going to be very tough.
The Phillies, yeah. Yes, they have. All right, we got to wrap this up because Detroit Lenny's rolling in next with Allie.
We'll talk more playoff baseball on Thursday when there's no games to talk about.
Morning Wood coming up next. So for me, Cleveland run line, D-backs with Gallen, Giants Rodon. That's it for a Tuesday. We're out of here. I feel bad. We got a bunch of comments today, but Mariners bullpen is elite. Gausman hurt finger last start. Gausman, I can't. That guy to me, he's dead to me. All right, we're out of here. See everybody tomorrow. Bye-bye.